Okay, everybody, before I begin this video off, I just want to let y'all know that there might be some spoilers in here, both minor and major. So if you don't like hearing spoilers, guys, please be advised, and thank you all for watching. Enjoy the video. Okay, everybody, this is me, Pack here, and this is the new Phantom of the Kill episode. And finally, we are here for the final chapter, Chapter 4. It is the last one in Global currently, and all I had to do really was just kind of believe in myself a little, and kind of had to, pray a little, because I hope I needed to, not die a little. And I want to turn my mic up a little, see if I can, pick up a bit more audio for you guys, and I will sit back a bit more, so it's not completely blowing out your eardrums. So the whole ordeal with this is that you're going through, you're fighting, you're pretty much setting up to go to Yggdrasil, and you're fighting all these demons along the way, and you wind up meeting the big guy himself, Lucifer, and it's really interesting. And I'm going to put the spoiler warning in here, so I'm going to try to not forget that. So the only real big thing here is that there's a lot of stuff I needed to do, and there's a lot of strategy involved. Now, again, some units I would recommend, if some of you have not gotten to this far, but you do have a bunch of units, I would recommend bringing either Psycha or any kind of Leviathan or Tierfing. The male Leviathan, the female Leviathan, doesn't really matter. Most preferably, it would be the Dark Killer Princess Leviathan. If you have gotten her, she's very good for this, because not only does she do tons of damage output, but she also has a bunch more in the terms of actually being able to do a ton more in the terms of infliction of statuses and stuff like that. She has like attack down, and she can disable enemy skills, I think. So as long as you can disable enemy skills and get that attack lowered, if you have any unit that can do that, it's really good. So that's why I recommend either bringing like the Dark Killer Leviathan, or the Dark Killer Tierfing, or the Dark Killer, pretty much anybody from the Dark Killer batch I'd recommend bringing for this part. One thing I'd also be aware of is that certain units actually have more priority in this. So some units can't do damage against ranged units. Some units can't do damage against other units. Now, that doesn't mean you can't damage anybody at all. That just means you cannot take, you can't use a unit that's within the same level range, within the same 10 or 8 level range, and do a significant amount of damage. So it really does vary on how much you can do. So there's that, and that is a big problem with this game, is that there's a lot of variance. You need to have some massive build up in your squad. Now, one other thing I'd recommend is, if you've played this for a very long time, kind of like me, it would have been better to log in daily, get your rewards and stuff, get your potions, get your elixirs from the daily shop, into all that stuff, because a lot of my units got KO'd because I didn't really think about giving them the proper items that they needed in order to actually live in, be able to do all this stuff. Now, you will be seeing me occasionally go through on this video and, check if I'm still recording, because AZ screen recorder is a bit weird sometimes. Sometimes it crashes both the app itself and the game, or sometimes it'll just crash on the app, and it'll still show the thing that is recording, but it's not, and it just gets weird. But I think they fixed it. So as far as I know, it should not happen. It does not happen. I had to actually cut this video up a little bit because I was spacing out a little, because I was just, at some point I just got like astounded at the fact that I'm almost done with the game. Like, I'm pretty much 90% done, minus the 100% completion, getting all the stars and crap. But that involves taking like level 1 to 4 star units, going into really dangerous missions, and trying to actually do all that stuff. And I don't think I have that prowess yet. So I don't think I'm that good where I could just take any units into a map and just get all 30 stars and call it a day. I don't think I could do that. So that's a problem with me, is that also I don't have enough levels. So that means I can't equip as many units. So as you can see here, I'm stuck with 4. be 3 on my own and 1 with a helper. But that does become problematic, especially towards the meta game, where you rely more or less on being able to do more damage. So that is a severe problem, and I do hope I can get that fixed sometime later on. And there are just a few things I need to edit still, and modify, fix, and work out with the proper formula in this game. But it does become a point of more or less, do I do it? So that is a massive problem that I'm kind of facing myself currently at the moment. So I'm at the time of me speaking this, I'm actually editing the video. So if that kind of puts into perspective, I kind of hope it does. I don't know how long this is originally supposed to go for. It looks like it's about an hour though, which is going to be kind of painful for anybody who doesn't want to sit around and be here for a while. And I do apologize in advance if this video is a bit longer than anticipated. Again, I don't really expect much from this video. Besides, some support, all that hoo and ha. You guys now pretty much get the drill, support the channel, do all that other good stuff, help me out. Because that's the problem, is that I can't do anything without your guys' help. So at this current point in time, my channel has pretty much been directionless, and me doing Brave Frontier was just kind of it was more or less a one-time thing. I wasn't supposed to be doing it as like a long-time thing. I keep saying that over and over again to hopefully drive a point that it's not supposed to be the main thing on the channel. But instead, it's actually supposed to be more or less me doing what I wanted to do, and me not being stuck to just Brave Frontier. Like, I hate to say it, most of the Brave Frontier YouTubers now are kind of leaving Brave Frontier into other games. There's Protoscope who's gone off into console games, and he does his thing, and he's pretty cool. Ushi goes on to other games like Dragon Project, Alchemist Code, Sword Art Online. He does all those games. Ushi does Milko and Ushi pretty much do the same thing. But that's the problem, is that my content is pretty much only known now for Brave Frontier. So when it dies, when it does, what am I going to do? So that's become the big topic of debate for me. It's not how I'm going to do it, it's what I'm going to do, because I already know how I can do whatever. But it's just, I need your support, and that's one big thing here. But irregardless, we are still having a massive fun doing all this stuff. So obviously I'm not really going to mention too much that's happening on the screen. Again, like I mentioned, I'm literally editing this, and I can't keep up with the actual recording itself. I cannot keep up with it. So that does become a bit, again, problematic for me, because I'm not capable of being able to detect when we hit one point or another. So I do apologize in advance if this is kind of choppy or kind of feels like it's rushed. I really do apologize. But we are encroaching up on a really good mark for me. It's going to be 100 subscribers soon. So please, if you're watching these videos and you are not subscribed already, please subscribe and click the little bell to let me know, to let you know when my videos come out, and to let me know who are the cool guys, the cool kids, the wonderful squad. So as far as I'm concerned, all these missions now are just going to be strictly unit based and heavily strategy based. So I'm going to go right back into actually trying to match up where I am with the recording and the audio and all that. So this is the other big thing, is that it does not matter how much you do in this game. It kind of strictly matters, what kind of player you are. Like, if you're a free-to-play player, you're going to have a bad time with all the stuff in the late game. If you're pay-to-play, you're pretty much going to breeze through everything. Problem is, there's no item that gives you more cost in your party. You have to farm for it manually. Now, I say that like it's a big deal, because it is. Because they don't give you like a very decent party cost like Brave Frontier does. Like, they give you a very decent cost in Brave Frontier, But the problem is all the 6-star units are now 40 to 45 cost in Phantom of the Kill. That is problematic because I only have 105 or 106 in my unit cost. So that means I can only have, let's see, 2 units that cost 40, or one cost of 45 and the other one of 40, giving me 85 or 90 respectively for the 2 different branches, or just 80. So now we're stuck between a branch of 90 and 80. So that means I can only get somebody that has maybe 16 or less. Now the problem is a lot of 16 cost units are very weak. They're very underleveled and they have a very poor power curve compared to a lot of other units. So, Arc Dragoon Leviatine is really good for some things, but not good for a lot of things. I know it sounds backwards, but you have to understand that in a game where it's mainly strategy, like you have to know what you're doing in order to really do this, it does become a big hassle trying to figure everything out. Trying to record this stuff also is kind of a hassle because sometimes the game takes a very long time to load. So again, some things I would really want Gumi to fix would be, more unit cost, give us more cost, give us more levels, and give us, most importantly, of all other things, give us faster loading times. I know it's a 3D game. You've done well with Alchemist Code. I'm not kidding. Do not throw Phantom of the Kill away. It is a very good game. But it's just that Gumi doesn't really care for much of their IPs anymore, which is kind of sad because now it's like, oh, we're already done with Brave Frontier. Let's release another game. They've released, Alchemist Code for global. And then they're like, oh, hey, cool. We're done with Alchemist Code for the time being. Let's, pump out news for Brave Frontier 2. And we've gotten nothing from Phantom of the Kill, which kind of really disappoints me. It disappoints me in the long haul, not only because I am a fan of the game, but because I really, really do like this. And it is a very good strategy game. I do like it. I love it a lot. I love it to bits. But the only problem, the killer of the fucking joke here, is that there's not a lot to do after the main story. There's not a lot to do. Sorry if you hear me clicking in the background, but there's not a lot to do after the metagame. So I do sincerely apologize if any of this random crap I'm doing in the background. I'm kind of trying to shorten the video down, trying to cut out any moments where I stall a lot. So I do apologize in advance for pretty much anything that happens that could be bad for me. But I hate to say it, guys, but it's not like I'm not capable of doing it. It's that I am. It's just that I really can't do much without not only support from you guys, but support from other people, subscribing and going on with the idea that not everything's not going to be Brave Frontier on this channel. So if people could subscribe to that philosophy, that would make my job a hell of a lot easier. I would be having so much fun with this if I wasn't known for just Brave Frontier. Like that is the creme de la creme killing joke, is that I'm kind of people kind of think that I'm like, again, the new Ushi, which is kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, that's like really bad, but it's not like really bad that it's like disgustingly bad, but it's just bad that I'm kind of being pumped in a situation, and it's not something I'd be known for, because a lot of my other friends, a lot of the other YouTuber buddies I have do other games and they have a vast audience. Like, I know some people don't like to think this, but other people out there have vaster audiences and they go around doing stupid shit for a living. That is what my channel was supposed to be. It was supposed to be just me doing a bunch of stupid shit because why not? Like that was it. That was the entire intention of the channel. But now, since I have all the Discord boys, I can't really let y'all down. And the problem with that is that I don't have the resources at my disposal that I can just go out and do what I want. I have to be very mindful of my resources, be very mindful of my time. Not just my time on YouTube, but my time as in like what I actually do in a day. Because sometimes I get sidetracked, and then there's other stuff I want to do, and then there's some people who want me to make summon videos, which pretty much puts me in a bad situation because I'm not in a good spot with. I'm not in a good spot not only with money, because I'm doing something else in the meanwhile, while YouTube tries to figure out how to push the big old accept button into my partner program thing. Like it's right there, but at the moment there's nothing I can do. There's only one thing that you guys can do, is either you can go to my wonderfully shitty Patreon and donate there, give me monthly money for a live stream or two every week or so, maybe. I haven't really thought of anything, because that is the only thing that I've thought of that would have gotten me this far, is make a Patreon. Like, that is the only thing that I have left, is because so many people aren't donating, because I just shortened the link, because I needed to shorten the link, because if I didn't shorten the link, somebody else could be putting my stuff out there, and I don't want that to happen. But that is just the big problem, is that I don't get support, and like without that, it just becomes a real big hassle, because I don't know what to do. And obviously there's some people out there who have given me video ideas, and I really do thank you all for that. But again, it's either donate or Patreon. I don't want you guys going for the Patreon crap, because let's be honest, nobody likes the Patreon stuff anymore, really. I mean, some people do use it, but I'm saying personally, from my side of the gate here, is that it's just not effective. Like, I can try to reach out into the audience, but who's really gonna go off and listen to all that? Like right now, where I'm cutting down any stalls, delays, and whatnot, and we're chopping down on this video pretty quickly, because there's a lot of times I just kind of space out completely. So I do apologize if some of this, again, does look kind of choppy. I just kind of space out a little bit. And, it's most evident in the fact that some of these videos I do, like Brave Frontier, the reason I don't want to do a lot of strategy zones on Brave Frontier anymore is because then that would become the only thing that everybody on my channel would really care for. And that's, again, it's not what I want to be known for. There's a bunch of other stuff out there I can do on this channel. There's a bunch of other stuff I can do on the platform. I just need you guys to understand that it's not every day that I'm going to be doing Brave Frontier, and it's not every day that I'm going to be doing a Gumi game or a Gumi style game where I completely flip shit. That's just not going to happen. Like, when I can, I'm going to get a capture card. I'm going to start doing Nintendo Switch things, and that's just going to be what happens. I'm sorry if you guys don't like it. I'm sorry. But again, Brave Frontier is not what I want to be known for, because right now we're already pretty much getting pushed on an edge of bug fixes in Brave Frontier, because Ushi keeps exposing things that are flaws in the game, like the infinite UBB. That's actually a very big flaw in the game. That's a very big flaw with Ezra's SP options. That's a very big flaw with Natalame, Arthur, Ravi, and all these other units. So if we keep pushing on this, making all these videos about, unlimited UBB this, unlimited UBB that, it's all going to be removed. Okay, so that's another reason why I want to get the strategy zones done, but at the same time, I just don't want to do it, because it's like it's kind of a double-edged sword if you think about it now. Because, Ushi is doing so much to kind of push for fixes in Brave Frontier Global. And it is really, really annoying, because he doesn't understand that when he makes a video, it goes viral. And when it goes viral in the Brave Frontier Reddit sense, not viral on like trending, but you pretty much get where I'm trying to hit at here. So that is the only big problem that I have with Ushi. But again, it's just that there's so much that I could be doing with this channel, and it's so much I could be known for. Like I could be, that other cool guy on YouTube, but again, I need backing from you guys to at least kind of guarantee that this will actually happen. And I've been more determined on a lot of more things now. But again, it's just, what I really expect is not to be known as just, Ushi 2.0. That's not what I'm trying to be known for. But I want to be able to do more stuff. So that's off my little micro rant there. Might come back a bit later on, do more ranting around, because why not? But all I want to do is other stuff. So all right. So aside from all that stuff, there's not really much else that's going on right now in regards to Brave Frontier currently, except for a couple updates and Omniarch Kingdom coming back. But the one thing that really pisses me off is that I can understand that they don't release the new Silval unit, or whatever the fuck his name is. They don't release the ancient dude. But what these guys have officially done is they have actually went out and they went out and re-put up the Brave Insignia banners on the Vortex, not the Vortex Arena, god damn it, on the what do you call it, the Event Bazaar. Yeah, sorry, I'm getting stupider by the minute here. But on the Event Bazaar, they didn't replenish any of the stuff. Like, they didn't replenish any of the summon tickets. They didn't replenish any of the L gifts, none of the tomes. So now we've got to wait for either Silval to come out, or we have to wait for them to make an announcement about this. I really want there to, I really want there to be some way that we can, get that fixed. Get that at least a little repaired. So I think at the moment I'm going to keep going. I was going to pause the recording real fast, but you know what? I think the one good thing about this whole stuff is that not only will I be able to, again, do much more on this channel, but I'll actually be able to do more in the sense of being able to fix a lot of the problems that have already been addressed. Now, again, I think people don't understand what me ranking all the units is. Like, me ranking the units doesn't mean, and I even mentioned this in that video with the guild raid units, I directly said, this is not a gauge of, if they're good or bad. And, somebody's like, comments again went fucking crazy a little bit. I got another great suggestion from somebody. I can't remember who it is. Okay. Arc Saber wanted me to make a video about the UOC in Brave Frontier that's coming up in about 4 or 5 days. So I will be doing that as soon as possible. I do apologize if you're going to be seeing this video, and if it's not the UOC video, I do apologize. I will be getting to that almost immediately after this one, because there's a lot of stuff I need to do. There's a ton of things I need to do, and at the moment I can't get my hands on the shared equipment right now. So that could be a problem in regards to me being able to actually finish a lot of the stuff I need to do. So aside from all that, there was one guy who said Drum is one of the best guild raid trophy units, and for guild raid and the mono element buff, because they want us to use mono elements. Don't underestimate the element of weakness damage. If you even understood what I said in the video, Jose Rodriguez, I do apologize for again calling some people out. If you paid attention to the video, you would have understood that I did not mention that this was like a ranking based on if units were good or bad. And I even clearly gave some alternatives as to who to use. Like I said, you can use Roa. Roa would pair really well with this unit. I said you could use Balgrin, you could use, Crash Boat, you could use all these other units that would really benefit from those buffs. And apparently it kind of just went in one ear, not the other. That you didn't even hear any of that. So it's not my problem that you didn't hear that. So this is another problem, is that when I keep getting list suggestions or suggestions about things, is that other people out there will go like, oh, well, this is better than this, and though this is terrible, blah, 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 blah. And most of those people come from Ushi's videos. And just to kind of set the record straight, this is not Ushi's channel. This is not Milko's channel. This is somebody completely different. This is a completely different beast here. When you look at Ushi and you look at Milko, you look at guys who kind of know the game and have been playing it for a long time. When you look at Pac, you're looking at a guy who's just kind of talking out of his ass most of the time. And quite honestly, is just kind of saying stuff to say stuff. Like in that entire Guild Raid video, I kind of said stuff like out of a whim. And I'm surprised that nobody got pissy about me putting Zace on the 5th spot and Save on the 4th. Because I thought somebody would have been able to, complain about that. But, you're able to complain about something else, which is completely fucking magical in my opinion. So, again, not my problem. It's not my problem that you couldn't pay attention to the video and just understood that it's not a video based on ranking of the Guild Raid units from best to worst. It is just a ranking saying who I think is more useful currently. So, because right now, Ravia's in the meta. Arthur's in the meta. Baiken and Natsu are still in the meta. Drum is not really in the meta. She might be in the meta for Guild Raid, but she's not currently in the meta for this specific content, for all around, Strategy Zone Frontier Hunter content. Drum is not there. You can run a Mono Thunder team, but she is not in the meta currently. Again, these things constantly rotate. Like the new New Year's unit is still in the meta because it's like brand spanking new. The Vortex unit is still in the meta, brand spanking new. Just kind of got off the gate right now. I'm kind of mad that I didn't get it, but not my problem. So, again, and I do also apologize if the video looks a bit grainy sometimes because, again, it's not my fault. It's literally just the recorder that I use. So I do hope you all understand at least a little bit of that. So another thing, again, I said it wasn't bad to good. I even gave, ideas on who to pair. And again, some people said, when I was mentioning something about the Vortex units, people were saying that I wasn't, they were saying only the 2018 units were there, but they said, I clearly remember reading or remember them mentioning that they would be releasing all of the older units for stuff now. Okay. A lot of the older Vortex units would be re-released with non-limited gates. So, and they did not release the Dark Vortex Arena way before January. They released it literally in the middle of January. It just ended. And the problem now is that they're now investigating it because there were some people who are actually hacking in there, which kind of, again, is really a massive bummer that Gumi can't catch on to this, really quickly. They have to take, 2 days after we're supposed to get the rewards, and then they go, oh, hey, guess what? We're not giving you the rewards because somebody was hacking. Now, all these people who fucking hack, they've got to stop, okay? I can sense hacking in a game like GTA, but when you hack in a simple fucking phone game that's tap and fucking click, like Brave fucking Frontier, you really need to rethink your life. Like, if you spend your entire time like hacking and trying to get all this shit into the game, you have to at least do more than that. Like, come on. If you're gonna hack the game, at least give us some of that too, okay? Like, I know it's kind of a bad thing to say, but seriously, if you're gonna fucking hack the game, give me something. If you're gonna hack the game, give me my fucking gems back. Give me my fucking money back. But since that's not happening, why the fuck are you bothering? So that's all I've got to say on that. Again, another micro rant. Like I said, it'd be coming back. So I'm actually gonna pause this right now because I need to go off and get myself some more water, so I'll be right back. I do apologize about some constant delays or some parts where it gets really quiet, so I do apologize, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I do apologize about that. A little brief interjection there, guys, but whoa, okay. I need to catch up the recording a little. I will wait a few seconds. But anywho, guys, again, it's not that I fucking did, like, I'm not going to continue list videos if people don't understand that it's not going to be ranked on who's bad or good. It's just going to be ranked on who I think is more useful. So again, if people would just get out of the mindset of, top 10, top lists being set like certain ways, like, they're always structured like, bad to good. Like, they're not structured like that. So let me see. Again, we have 5 days, and okay, I'm actually going to cover some of the units. I'll make a full-fledged video just dedicated to this later. But I actually want to do something kind of out of the bottom of my own heart, because I don't want to leave this person. I don't want to leave Arcsaber, empty-handed, because I said I'd get on that as soon as possible. But I will actually go over a few units because I have the UOC list open on my phone. So a few of the units I'd actually highly recommend. If you don't have any mitigators, if you don't have any mitigators, like any at all, I would recommend either getting Krantz or I'd recommend getting Alimo. Now, Krantz and Alimo, again, they're both really good mitigators. They heal, and they have 2-turn mitigation. Now, Krantz, I believe, would be a bit more useful because he has a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, I think he has light and dark element to attack. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But, don't go fucking crazy doing so. But, yeah, those are 2 really good mitigators. Now, if you don't want to get Alimo or Krantz, get Adele, because he's also really good. Adele's another mitigator. He's a fire mitigator. He's alright, but he's not the best. So there's that. If you don't have any BBBC buffer units, Lily Mata and Fiva would be best. Because, again, no, if anything, get Lily Mata over Fiva. Because Lily Mata has OD fill rate, she has BB on damage, BB on spark, and BB when hit, which is really good buffs. I mean, they're all really great buffs, if you think about it. So that's all I have to say about that. And if you're looking for just like a good item drop lead or an item drop unit, get Zelnite. And I do apologize. Oh wait, Dion's on here. Oh shit. Wait. They updated the list. Okay, I have no idea what Dion and Medina do, but if you don't have those guys, I'd also recommend picking those guys up. Now, if you don't have any good units for Frontier Hunter, like if you don't have any good buffer units or anything like that, no good, stats boosting units or just any units that increase damage output or what have you, I would really, 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 really recommend picking up Avant or Sheeta. Avant, Sheeta, maybe Ciara. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Again, it just depends on what you need. But again, there's not much I can really say because there's not a lot of great units at the moment. So, well, okay, I don't mean like not a lot of great units. I mean like a lot of the legacy units don't really have a firm hold on a lot of the spots in the meta. So that's something I really do apologize about. If I can't you really clarify, that's something I do apologize about in advance. Yeah, so I had to check everything. Now, if you want a good, also, another good BBBC or BCAC drop rate unit would be Ruby. I would not recommend. Okay, I'll go through the units I don't recommend. Don't get Green Dragon Veil. Don't get Taser. Don't get. Oh my god, there's not much I can say, but don't get those two because they're not really that great. I mean, okay, above anything else, just don't really worry yourself about getting Adele if you don't have a good mitigator, because then there's Alimo, there's Krantz on this list, and they're way better in every way, shape, and form than this guy is. So there's that. If you're looking for a good nuker, Roa, Rize, Lilith, and who else on here? I think I don't know if Aris is still good, but those are the units that I kind of recommend if you want a good elemental buffer. Get Quaid. Get Quaid or Ciara. Yeah, Quaid or Ciara. Again, either or at this point. I know some people out there might be going like, oh, so those units you said pack are really bad. Well, I don't really agree. And that's just one thing I want to put there, is that you cannot agree with any of the lists, but don't constantly be posting your opinion in my fucking comments, because like I keep mentioning, I keep getting notifications every time that happens. Like my phone actually fucking rings whenever that happens. So it really does become annoying. And I know me saying that, all of you guys out there are going to be constantly doing that. Hardy har har. So there's that. Another really good unit, a really good, stupidly good unit I'd recommend getting would be Behemoth. Why? Well, if you get him as Breaker, he has almost the same attack parameters as Karnamasta. That's one thing I want to say. And he's really good at doing that because, again, he has, raise attack parameter, raise it even further. Like, Behemoth was kind of a weird unit to get in Omni Evolution. Again, I have not seen my fucking Bonnie get my goddamn Omni Evolution, which kind of makes me angry. Let alone we have not seen Darvinshow get his Omni, which really makes me angry. That above anything else makes me really, really mad, is that Darvinshow still does not have his Omni Evolution. So I don't know how long I can really make this, because the weird part is that Movie Maker only gives you like what appears to be minutes, seconds, and then milliseconds or frames. So I really have to be very careful with what I'm doing, and I have to constantly check how far the little clock thing goes on here, because I will overshoot my time by a long shot if I don't get it correct. So that's something I really need to check constantly. So again, above all else, I would recommend getting a mitigator, a stat buffer, or a mitigator, stat buffer, like status ailments to negate. Well, it's not like that, but stat buffer like attack, defense, recovery boosting, stuff like that, or attack relative to blank, or defense relative to blank, those kinds of units. And after that, I'd recommend getting a BB management unit like Lily Mata or Fiva. Again, Lily Mata over anything else. Lily Mata by a long shot. So that's all I've got to say for that. And after that would just be your pick. So if you already have a good BB management unit, and you already have a good, a good mitigator and a good, I'm already forgetting what I just said, but if you had all those things that I just mentioned previously, you should be good enough to pick whatever you want. Now, some extra categories that I have to say would be damage dealing, or just being flashy. So that's really it. There's not much for me to say there, because I don't really have much place in, what you guys think. So, I don't really have much opinion in where you guys think, because I don't, I'm not receiving the amount of support from you guys, I shouldn't give that back, but I should at least, give you some insight. So that's how I perceive it. So it's not much, but it's just where it's what my mind really thinks. So that's the one thing I really want to let you guys know, is that if I don't get enough help from you guys, or enough comments helping each other out from you guys, again, building a community, I can't do anything. So we need to be able to, you guys out there need to be able to help yourselves before I can help you, because I'm really the last resort. If you go to Ushi's video, you think his stuff sucks. You go to Milko's stuff, you think he sucks. And then you go to me, well, you best be in for a very wacky ride, knowing that I am literally not a professional at this at all. Like this is not supposed to be like a big time thing for me now, but it is. So there's that. And that's one of the problems, is that I kind of want to start doing this like more often, but again, I don't have approval from YouTube, and like I'm not getting support. I'm not being supported by anybody. Like nobody's helping me out. Like I'm only kind of standing on the legs of myself and, you know, what my family does to help me. And, you know, while the Discord boys do give me a bit, you know, of help in regards to what games to do or what to do, or, you know, what direction to turn, you know, what stuff I can turn to, like other games, but it doesn't really happen that often. I've only been suggested 2 or 3 things, so it doesn't really help me out that much. I don't know if you guys would enjoy me doing Nintendo Switch games. I don't know if you guys really would care. But again, it really does depend on more or less a person instead of just me. So there's that big ordeal. Now I'm also doing this. You might be going, Pack, why the hell are you doing the New Year's dungeon with Tearfing? That's because I need to do a quick reset on my friends. Now I'm not actually going out to like, you know, constantly like reset like the whole game to get a new friends list. That rarely happens like in Brave Frontier. So I'm really just at this point going out and trying to be able to you know, get as much of this done as possible. And I cut it off because it just took way too long for me to do anything, and I got bored. So there's that. Now we encroach on the few final parts of this game, which are literally the last 2 segments before the official end of Chapter 4. Now, Chapter 5, I have no idea what Chapter 5 has in store for me. No idea if there's even a Chapter 6. Again, somebody that plays the Japanese version could please clarify that in the comments down below. That'd be very, 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 very helpful. Not much. Again, I keep saying that there's not much for me to do because I don't really have much to do. So, I don't want to like let this, you know, constantly play off with no audio. So, I at least want to do something, and instead, I'm actually gonna constantly say stuff off of the new dev diary that the Brave Frontier dudes released like a day ago. They want to put in a new co-op Frontier Rift, which is going to be a pain in the ass, okay? I am not joking. That is going to become a royal pain. Because what they have is that it's going to be guild exclusive. So, the problem with that, nobody is going to... Oh, sorry about that. But nobody is going to compete. Nobody's going to compete in that. Like, nobody's going to be competitive in that. Everybody's going to constantly be trying to do nuker squads. And, you know, Gumi's going to, quote, rebalance the Frontier Rift. But instead, they're actually going to make it, you know, 20 times more difficult. Like I mentioned yesterday, like, I said, like, they were saying, like, oh, they're going to just rebalance it for PvP. Like, we're talking about Yggdrasil Edict and a couple of the spheres. They were like, oh, yeah, we're going to rebalance these things. And, you know, everybody's like, oh, don't worry, it's just in PvP. Don't worry about it. I said, remember the last time Gumi tried rebalancing something? they tried rebalancing Guild Raid, and that became a total fucking train wreck. Okay, Season 1 was almost perfect, but now they've pretty much kind of figured out what they're doing. You know, Season 2 was complete shit. Season 3 was complete shit. Season 4, don't even get me started. Season 5 was Season 6, meh. Season 7, meh. Season 8, again, kind of a complete total fucking train wreck. Because they couldn't figure out, oh, we need to get this out specifically on the day we announce it. But instead, yeah, you know what, fuck that. We'll just give it to them, like, you know, months down the road. It's fucking stupid, in my opinion. You know, it's kind of stupid that they go like, oh yeah, we'll release, you know, a special thing for, you know, our 4th year anniversary of, you know, you supporting our dumbasses. And they're like, oh, sorry, we're postponing everything. Really? That was the only thing I had to say at that point. Was just really, sarcastic eye roll. The eye roll you can't see happen included. Like, fucking really. So, I don't think it's going to be perfect. Like, yeah, they're going to expand on global exclusives lore. Like, we're going to get more in the Rogue Phantom story. Now we're going to see Zalion. We're going to see Zalion come out. We're going to see all of his stuff happen. I do not think they're going to actually know what to do with this, because it's going to be, again, a modern fucking train wreck compared to what they've done in the past. Again, they're going to keep the number of waves per Frontier Rift to a maximum of 10. So thank God we don't have to stress through 20 fucking floors of pure bullshit Rogue Phantom. But instead we just have to go through 2 sets of 5 waves. Or it's probably going to be like what they did in the Guilty Gear one, where it's like 3, 3, 3, and then a 1 floor where you fight everybody. This will help reduce frustration and improve replayability. I don't think so. Weekly missions. Thank God weekly fucking challenges are coming out so we get more goddamn fucking Rift tokens. Now, another problem they have is they... Okay, you might go back while you're laughing, but they mentioned they mentioned somewhere about new Omni units. They mentioned like, oh, give us a note on what you want to see as a new Omni evolution right now. Problem number 1. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to read out the Challenge Arena update. So during 2016, our team made a tough decision to close the Challenge Arena, and we wanted to do so properly to properly address the frustration it brought to players. Regrettably, after much deliberation and consideration, we have decided to focus our efforts on improving other global features like Frontier Rift, Vortex Arena, and Guild Raid, rather than on Challenge Arena. We believe that it would be more beneficial for our players if they concentrate on those things and create new content instead of rebuilding old content. And as a token of apology, they'll send all players Brave Kurewa and Kuragin and Omni Evolvable form. So I do apologize if any of your eardrums died after that little moment there. I do apologize. But Omni Evolvable. Finally, it's been how long since 2015 they came out? 2016 they came out for Vortex Arena exclusive, and we've constantly seen their 7-star promotional art. They're like, oh yeah, look at this, look at this, look at this. We never got their 7 stars art because the guy did. It's not that the guy who made the characters, who got them in for a contest, didn't care about them. They literally gave this guy, said, yes, you can use my characters. But then it became property of Gumi, and Gumi never did anything with it. And it wasn't, the problem is, it was not Alim's problem, because Alim only covers the Japanese server, while Gumi covers all global servers and the European server. So that is the severe problem with that. At the end of the day, it would pay a severe detriment to Gumi that they didn't release 7 stars artwork, or 7 stars at all for these 2 units, but instead they're going to be pulling a Mifune and just going straight to fucking Omni. I really like that. I think I'm going to get it, but I do think though that this token of apology, since it does say to all players, I think they're actually this time going to give it out to all players. I hate to keep emphasizing, the words, all players, but they have not done anything. Like, these guys have not efficiently done anything that would have been, beneficial for anybody on the server. And it does become more or less a kind of killing joke. So this is interesting because now rainbow coins will be converted to summon tickets, maximum of 10. Silver coins will be converted to Geminus tomes. Gold coins will be converted to dual tokens. And you will need to have rainbow, silver, or gold coins in order to be able to have all that stuff. Obviously, they will have Kurewan Kuragin by all players gift boxes by the end of January this year. Obviously, I kind of find it ironic that they had to say this year rather than any other year, because I don't think they just understand. I don't think Gumi really does much in the terms of being able to comprehend that we're not really happy right now because Gumi's been doing a lot of stupid shit. They've been pulling a lot of cheap shots and dumb moves. Now, I do apologize to anybody else out there who wanted another Phantom of the Kill collab. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you that right now. I know Paradox Fox is going to be kind of pissy right now, but they are not going to be doing another Phantom of the Kill thing. They actually came out with a fucking statement saying, we're sorry for doing so many Phantom of the Kill things. Play the damn game. Nobody played the game, and pretty much everybody's deserted Phantom of the Kill because of Brave Frontier, because they kept doing collaborations. It was collaboration. It was like there was like 3 or 4 of them. It was about 3 for Brave Frontier, and then it was about 4 or 5 in the actual game, in the actual source game, Phantom of the Kill. So it became so annoying. It's like, why? Why do we need this shit? So, thank God we'll be able to get 3 times speed in Arena Coliseum and some Vortex dungeons, and Summoner Avatar Reinforcement STP filter. So that is really good. So we can actually pick what we want for STP. Like, not what we want, but who do we need. So they will be adjusting the event calendar, giving us we're having permanent fusion raid up later, and permanent availability of all raid class 6 missions, and monthly STP, monthly half STP events. That's really good. Okay, so let me see. The Brave Insignias are intended as a form of appreciation, bleh. A way for us to give back to the community. Our objective is to allow all players to eventually be able to exchange for every reward in the event bazaar. Brave Insignia tokens are obtainable from every summon gate with the step up mechanic. Pretty much all but honor summon. In addition, the Brave Insignia campaign will be extended permanently for all of our loyal summoners. Thank Christ that they did this. The Brave Insignia event bazaar will be permanently opened, and to top it off, we are adding an Sylvolin for Insignia exchange. Also, Randolph and Ravenna Omni capable. All I need is Randolph. Gumi, send me fucking Randolph, please. I mean, I've got my Ravenna. All I need is wait a minute. I'm probably going stupid here. Do I? I don't think I do. I think I'm just filtering out all my Omni units. Let me filter out all my units instead. Nope. God damn it. Do I have Randolph? Do I have Randolph? Randolph. Where the fuck are you? No, I don't have Randolph. God damn it. Okay. So I do have Ravenna, which is nice. It's an Oracle Ravenna, so, that is the best I can do. But we are getting that probably Valentine's Day. That's what I'm thinking. That's going to be the new Valentine's Day unit. Fuck that shit. Yeah, February. Expect Randolph and Ravenna to return with an Omni Evolution and an alternate twist to their original grim fate. Furthermore, Alanon is expected to receive an Omni upgrade this upcoming March. 2 things. Thank God for Omni Alanon, and 2, thank God for Omni Ravenna. So I don't look like a complete idiot when I made that Ravenna video, when I look like a complete idiot on camera for you guys. But, we're slowly approaching on literally the last mission here, guys. And after this, it's going to be the final mission. So I mean, I think this is the final mission. One of them. Yeah, this is it. Oh my god. It kind of ends on like a weird note, which really does like kind of get me shook. Like, they end it on like, oh, water fills the area. Like, really? But I have to go for 5 more minutes on this. Jeez. But, anywho. Again, there's a vote where you can get either Lucia. Wait, who the fuck's Lucia? I just noticed this. Who the fuck is Lucia on the goddamn... Because there's a poll. It's like, oh, you can pick, you know, either Lucia, Avani, Haley, Corzan, Mikhail, Andaria, Aurelia, Hadarin, or Zedus. Wait. Is Illuminati confirmed right now? Ultor is not on here. Wait, there's some units that aren't on here. There's Ultor. It's not on here. Wait. Illuminati probably is confirmed, but could that mean they have 2 units planned for Frontier Rift? Both Tridon and Ultor? I forgot his name, sorry. I literally forgot his name for like a hot minute. I'm like, what is his name? But Ultor, and if they give... Oh, wait. Like, this has to be pointing to something, guys. Oh my god. Like, this shit could never have been more confirmed ever. But we already know that Al-Anon's getting his Omni in March. We already know that Randolph and Raven are getting their Omni evolutions. I don't know who to pick. Personally, I have no idea who the fuck Lucia is. So I think I might pick Lucia. Lucia, Brave Frontier. I have to actually fucking Google this. So... the fuck is Lucia? Like, I'm really not joking. Who the fuck is Lucia? Oh my lord. This page may have unreleased content to Brave Frontier Global. That's a good thing to know. Okay, so let me see. Goddamn troll website. Ah. Okay, so it's not going to go back for me. Okay. How the fuck do you get Lucia? Okay, like, this isn't funny anymore. Who and how? Who and how? Who, how, what, where, when, why? Oh. 20 days. Really? Really, Gumi? Oh, yeah. Here, let's put, you know... I wasn't on for the 2nd year anniversary. So it's like, oh yeah, here, let's put on, you know, another really good unit that, you know, some people do or don't have. Because fuck everybody. Why not? It's like, really, Gumi? You had to do this to me? So I don't know what the fuck. Above all else, I might pick my boy Hadarin. Because I can't get Lucia now, which is really disappointing. Because I thought she was a summon unit. I really thought she was a summon unit. I'm pretty sure there's other people out there who, you know, couldn't agree more. Let me see. Would she be re-released? I'm guessing this guy replied no. No? Okay. They didn't reply no, but they replied something else. They replied like blah, blah, blah. So... that's weird. Why do they have a literally limited edition unit, like a pure limited time unit, but have no way for us to get her back? Unless they're planning to do something that would give us another Lucia. Illuminati keeps getting confirmed right here, guys. But that being said, I'm going to wrap this video up pretty quickly, so I do hope you all enjoy this. So that being said, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and have a great day. Again, be sure to support me out, guys, and thank you so much. Okay, everybody, this is me Pack here.